Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got his man. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now staring at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Running the read option left to start the drive. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Vols are on the move. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
From the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. It's complete. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll line up for a second down play. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Landry. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Give to the running back. Breaks into the... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Handoff from the gun. Got the first down, looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Fights off a defender. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll try the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. A run for the quarterback. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Right back to the well. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Plucks it out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's got it on the run. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Stands in and takes the hit. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
From the gun, the running back has it. Plows through the deep and runs through another guy. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. And that one will give him the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 28 to Florida. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense.
weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Give to the back. Hard running there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Floating away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got a man, it's low. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one is perfect. And they've regained the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looks as if he's going to run it. Runs through and runs through another one. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Can't get him to the ground. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Shakes off the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now he's looking to throw it. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Working that left side. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy, I'm just going to take it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. give to the running back from the shotgun. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Find space on the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
They had a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Wants to pass the clock an enemy. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came in